on back. If you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe. We're doing a little scrag sawing today. Got her all geared up. I've adjusted my saws, I've adjusted my guides, I've taken measurements, I've got her close. So I'm not gonna be full-time guy running this, but I'm at first gonna get this thing going, check her out and see how it runs. So y'all join for the ride, and let's hopefully have no bugs while we get this going. See how she does. See, I've got my rollers here. Well, we'll eventually line me up some lasers. Hit that first drop down roller, let my drop rollers down, feed her on through. Oh yeah. That one actually looked like it might be pulling a little bit. We will run a couple first and see if that stays consistent or not. A scrag, more or less, you got two saws and all you're doing is two-siding a log, aka turning a log into a cant, a two-sided cant. Most scrags go either like 4-inch sets, 6-inch sets, 8-inch sets. When I say that, I mean them saws will open up from 4 to 6 to 8. I got a 4-inch button, I got 6. I'm only doing 4 and 6 because my carriage does everything else so good, and the carriage needs something to do. So why take away from that? It's just gonna be a good little flow. I'm also not doing nothing longer than a 16 on my scrag, just because I think anything longer than that, I think it just might twist and turn, and I'm not wanting to do all that. Alright. 4-inch. I already can tell I'm about to slow my out feed sharp chain down because it's out running my in feed just a little bit too much. So this is ideal what you want. Pretty beautiful straight log. Drop down roller, send her on through. And as it goes through, it goes to a deck, which then goes all the way to my big gang over there, which is more or less a big edger. Another box full of blades. So this should pick up my production realistically, I don't know, 30%, pretty easy. But right now I've got my line bar edger down there. He's catching every slab, which that puts a lot on that guy. That's a pretty hard thing to run. So what I'll end up doing, I'm gonna add a pocket edger at the very end at some point that'll catch all my slabs from the scrag, and more or less just, you'll run it through and it'll just come out a 1x4 or maybe like a 1x6. Come on, baby. I'm about to get both of them. The longest, biggest log that should go through this scrag is this right here. 6-inch cant, 16 foot long. We're gonna see how long it is.
Definitely need a foot pedal for that deck.
Yeah. I don't know. So may have sucked a little bit on that. We got 2 good slabs, so maybe she's alright. A lot of different mills use a scrag, more or less. You know, a lot of pallet companies are going to use these bad boys. A lot of guys, you know, making cross ties are perfect for. Kind of uncommon for a sawmill. Make a 4-inch out of that, realistically. But our old mill that we had before it burnt down, we had one. We were cutting 80 to 90,000 a board shift, which is pretty good, you know. Especially seeing that goes from everything from a 1x4 to a 12x12. So it's not like we're just cutting 2-inch lumber. And when we rebuilt, we weren't going to do one, but after about 3 years of running, we decided that was not going to work out. Our production was just not high enough. 45,000 to 55,000 a board, you know, a shift. That's just not going to cut it, especially when the lumber market's absolute garbage. They've got a scrambled mess down there, these geniuses. I'll tell you, it's hard to train a young man. I'm speaking for myself too, which I'm not but 32. But man, it's hard. It is like literally a battle. And if you can train a young person, you better hold on to them, because they are far and few between. If you got a young man yourself you're trying to raise up, you know, you don't want a candy ass. Don't be afraid to make little booger work a little bit, do his justice and serve in America. And definitely don't be scared to teach him to chase that blue collar little dollar, because there's definitely money to be made this day and time in the blue collar industry. This is not going to work. This is not. Might just be my slab splitters that are giving me a big issue here, to be honest with you. It struggled with that one. I mean, it absolutely struggled. Wish that was too big of a log in the first place. Let's see if we can't get that green chain flowing a little bit better out there. See them boys out there. Let's see if I can zoom in. Not much lumber coming out right as of now. Hopefully here a little bit once my metal detector guy over there sends me a few more logs. My ratio's not looking good at the moment. But, you know, he's got to pick it up over there a little bit. We'll get there. Set the guys back up. And hopefully we can get that chain gang out there going a little bit better. Appreciate you if you're watching this. As always, you know, don't be afraid to hit the like, people. Don't be afraid to hit the like. I like you, you know, so just give me a little inspiration. Tell me what you think about the scrag. You think this was a waste of money? Think I should have put in a Hurdle 3 head block carriage right beside my Hurdle 4 head block carriage? I think that's a good choice. You got experience in one of these? Tell me about it. Give me some suggestions, as they would say. Pick up my pace here. Sawmilling is, you know anything about the lumber market, it's not too hot right now. This booming economy we got going on. Literally just told my metal detector guy, do not send no butts to the scrag. Look at Charlie. Charlie's already raising hell too. He's about to go get on his ass. He sent us a butt. He's about to tell him again. No butts through the scrag, you long-haired hippie. That's what I'm talking about. These young guys, he probably is thinking, what in the world does he mean by butt? I haven't seen one ass running around here. What are they talking about? We got the master here with us now. Oh, got my rollers up too high. There we go. End up having to adjust the slab splitter and a few other things, but she is just lean, mean cut machine. Just as pretty as you can get them. I doubted old Phil here. I think Phil had her figured out. You ain't got no engineering degree, do you? No PhD? It just goes to show there's nothing wrong with a little blue collar, little dollar. Even gave us a selector switch on our reel here. That's right, the engineer built this, it wouldn't work. Tommy's happy, our production is starting to grow on a green chain. Everything's flowing extremely well. Just got to pick up our debarker guy a little bit and mix logs a little better, but other than that, this thing is flowing good. If you haven't already, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and God bless. Old Phil out there measuring some lumber. Tell you people, a lot of people don't realize it, but just to be some that's kind of, you know, taught yourself, self-made guy down there to, you know, to somewhat design and realistically engineer something like this is pretty impressive. And I feel like that's the type of people that's kind of, you know, kind of forgotten about in this country the past few years, but I do believe they are making a comeback. And if you are one of them people, you know, just kind of have that self-hope, especially for your younger ones coming up. If you kind of see that's the kind of route they're wanting to take, there's nothing wrong with that, because they're a dying breed. You know, there's AI and all these other little things they got coming out with and all that, and that's all fine and dandy and can definitely be beneficial to this country, I'm sure, in many ways. But at the end of the day, if them hands ain't got nothing to do with it, you know, it's only going to take you so far. So, you know, keep that in mind. There's nothing wrong with blue collar little dollar. It's making a comeback fast and loud, you know, super duper strong. And you know, praise all y'all. So God bless. Hope y'all have a wonderful weekend or having a wonderful work week. And hit that subscribe, give me that like. I sure do appreciate y'all. This is all fun and games. This is just trying to show off an old sawmill here. So I do appreciate y'all checking out the podcast.